Welcome, biology students, to today's Explainer. We're going to explore something absolutely wild in the natural world. Have you ever considered that a forest might be way more than just a random collection of wood and leaves? What if I told you it's actually a massive, interconnected, living network? Today, we are unpacking the biological secrets of the Wood Wide Web and exploring exactly how trees communicate, share, and literally survive together.
So are trees truly solitary? I mean, when we walk through the woods, our eyes tell us a pretty straightforward story, right? We just see individual, separate trunks standing tall. And it's a super common misconception to assume these trees are just out there completely alone, totally isolated from one another. But the real story, the actual biological reality, is entirely hidden from us, buried deep beneath the soil.
Okay, let's dive right into this. Here's our lesson plan for today's tutorial. We're going to cover 1. The hidden forest network. 2. Fungal symbiosis explained. 3. Chemical signaling and defense. 4. The role of mother trees. And finally, 5. Balancing the ecosystem.
Let's kick things off with Section 1, the hidden forest network.
You see, the dirt beneath a forest is far from just dead soil. It is densely packed with these microscopic fungal threads known as mycelium. And these tiny fungi create an unimaginably vast, hidden web that literally links the roots of completely separate, individual trees together. It's an actual, physical, biological bridge connecting the entire forest floor. We're talking about miles of fungal threads packed under every single footstep you take in the woods. Absolutely incredible.
Moving right along to Section 2, Fungal Symbiosis Explained.
To really understand this web, we need to look at the exact biological mechanism that powers the whole thing. Let's lay down a quick scientific foundation here. Symbiosis is simply a relationship where two entirely different organisms help each other survive. It's a mutual partnership, a biological team-up, and it is the absolute driving force behind how forests actually operate day in and day out.
And this brilliantly illustrates the exact biological trade happening underground. On one side, we have the fungi. Now, they act as these incredible scavengers. Their tiny threads can penetrate microscopic pores in the soil, using specific enzymes to gather water, phosphorus, and nitrogen way better than a tree's roots ever could on their own. On the other side, we have the trees. Through the magic of photosynthesis, using sunlight, trees produce rich, carbon-heavy sugars. So, they make a trade. The fungi deliver vital minerals and water to the roots, and the trees exchange them for carbon. It is a highly efficient, life-sustaining transaction.
Honestly, you can think of this system exactly like a biological internet. In this analogy, the microscopic fungi are the fiber optic cables, and the trees, they're the computers connected to the network. This Wood Wide Web is so effective that a strong, healthy tree with extra nutrition can actually send those resources, almost like biological data packets, through the fungal cables to support a weaker, struggling tree nearby. It completely rewrites how we understand competition in the natural world.
All right, jumping to Section 3, chemical signaling and defense.
Picture this. A swarm of insects starts attacking a specific tree. Now that tree doesn't just suffer in silence. It immediately releases stress hormones and chemical warning signals down into its roots. These signals travel rapidly outward through that fungal mycelium network we just talked about. Neighboring trees receive these biological data packets and instantly start upregulating their own defensive enzymes and toxic compounds before the insects even reach them. The entire forest prepares for battle, dynamically adjusting its chemical makeup based on a single warning from a connected neighbor.
Now, what's really profound here is the reality that trees absolutely do not have brains. They don't think or process information like we do or like animals do. Yet, as biology students, we can clearly observe that they dynamically react to their environment. They track the sun, they actively seek water, and as we just saw, they execute a highly complex, brainless chemical defense network against severe threats. It's just an elegant, decentralized intelligence built entirely on biological feedback loops.
Let's shift our focus to Section 4, the role of mother trees.
Every internet network has its giant routers, right? Well, the forest is no different. Mother trees are the ancient, massive hubs of this biological network. These are the oldest, most gigantic trees out there in the woods. Because of their immense size and incredibly deep, far-reaching root systems, they act as the structural and biological centerpieces of the fungal network. They are intimately connected to hundreds of other plants around them. These mother trees act as massive life support systems. They actively map the forest around them through their connections. They pump essential nourishment directly to smaller plants. They even identify young saplings that are trapped in heavily shaded areas, the ones that simply cannot get enough sunlight to perform photosynthesis, and they send them the exact carbon and nutrients they need to survive. During harsh droughts, they share their deep underground water reserves, pulling moisture from way down in the bedrock to hydrate the upper soil layers. They're the true, responsive caretakers of the ecosystem.
Finally, let's wrap up with Section 5, Balancing the Ecosystem.
So the absolutely crucial takeaway here is that a forest acts as a single, unified biological system. It doesn't just exist to give us oxygen. Because these trees are completely networked together, the entire forest becomes highly resilient to disease and extreme climate shifts. This unified system cleans the air much more efficiently. Its deeply intertwined roots, locked tightly together by the mycelium, rigorously protect the soil from catastrophic erosion. And the resulting thick, healthy canopy controls the microclimate, regulating temperature and providing robust habitats for countless animal species. The whole shebang works together perfectly to keep the Earth balanced and thriving.
I want to conclude today's tutorial with a rather provocative question drawn from our research. If trees, organisms entirely without brains, thrive by mutually supporting each other in this vast hidden biological network, what can humanity learn from this? Nature is showing us that true evolutionary strength isn't always found in fierce competition or standing alone, but in unity, connection, and mutual support. Think about how we can apply the incredible lessons of the Wood Wide Web to our own world. Until next time, keep learning and keep respecting the complex beauty of nature.